Hello. It's been a while since my last video. I have been recently working on a design system with some other designers, and there are some plugins for typography actually that I feel will be beneficial to you, and I want to talk about them and you know tell you what I found and how helpful they've been to me. The first is type skills. These are actually the three plugins I'm talking about, but let's look into type skills first. Type skills help you to break down the font sizes that you use, and there are different scales you could use. There's a minor second, major second, minor third, even golden ratio. If you've heard of the golden ratio, right? So all these are multipliers that when you use with like a base font, it gives you um, new sizes up the scale and below, just the way you see here. And I think major second is actually a good one because it gives me this 16, 18, 20, 14 that I usually we usually use or we see as a like kind of like a standard. So, but you have to first of all choose the base size, and I'll use 14 first. Um, you could also use 16 to start, but I think I'll use 14. And then we have you could also set the line height. You could use 1.3. 1.3 x is also the same thing as 130% if you're using percentage. Then the scale, let's say we use scale 7. So if 14 is my base size, I could have a larger body size. And maybe this is a body size, body large. My heading 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So having six headings, a body. Then we could also have we also have two sizes below the base size for captions and labels, right? So I like this. One other thing too, as you see, it's 1.125, and when you multiply it with 16, it's usually should give you like a decimal number rather. And but you have the option of rounding it up. So this is the natural values, but if you round it up, it's easy for you to remember to use, and also easy for other people working with the design system to also use. So when you're done, just generate it, and it brings this up for you, and you get to see the base value, the scale you used, the breakdown of all the different sizes, and then you can then create styles. Now you have the sizes that you could use, right? And you could now begin to create your styles in that will be part of your design file. So let's say for this, if you wanted to, one other thing, if you wanted to use, let's say another type of font, you could do that before creating the font size. So it actually just generates in that particular font type, right? So, but I'm just showing the sizes right now. Don't really care much about the fonts. So the fonts, creating the styles, you click on this, of course, and then click this. It clicks create. It shows this, and then you have the name and description. So for the name, this since this is my heading one, I would say heading one slash regular. What the slash does is it actually helps us create a sub style under the heading one. So you could have slash regular slash semi bold slash whatever, but we use slash regular. Then you could also put in a description which will show to those who are viewing the file, other people who are viewing the file, and developers, and to understand maybe if this heading was your display, you could say, okay, heading one would be used for displays in web designs, websites, and all of that. and you could talk more about the what you want each site to really do in different types of interfaces. Let's just create our style. You see it's created here, right? And if you come out, you can see heading one and you see regular underneath it. This is what I was looking for. Heading one, regular. So let me quickly create the rest. All right, so we have all our styles created, as you can see. X small, small, and this small, we could use them for caption, for labels, Then we have our headings and our body sizes. There's also another extra body size, body large. So when you're done creating styles, we'll look at the next plugin, which is the typography style guide. What this does is it creates the styles like a design breakdown you could show other people the styles that you used in a design. So instead of it just being in the design file, it's like documenting all the different styles, and it does that in seconds, right? But if we were to try to do this, it will take a bit of time, like 10, 15 minutes, maybe 20. So, but here you see it shows the font type, the size, the line height, the even like an example, and you know the heading, like the breakdown. So it's just really nice. So this is one. There's another one I found, which is the automatic style guide. That also does it does more than just text. So it also works on it did create a new page as well. So it also works on like colors. If you have color styles, it shows it here. Even if you have effects, I don't have like effects. I think it should also show something about it. So it does much more. So it just creates all the styles on your page, and that saves lots of time in terms of creating a style guide for a project. And it does also this here. It shows if there is like a text decoration, paragraph spacing, sorry, and all of that. It does document it and shows an example of it here. And like I said, you could have not just the regular, you could have semi bold and all of those, which I didn't do, but I'm just showing how these plugins work. So this is a great way to save time. The one I love most, to be honest, is the type skills, um, because it just saves me time from trying to calculate the sizes. I can just use um, standards already out there. You saw that there are different standards, golden ratio, minus second, and all of that, and it saves me a lot of time. So that's what I wanted to share. I hope it was helpful to you. One other thing I think would be beneficial to everyone is if you could spend some time thinking about or going through design systems out there like Material, Google, Spectrum, Fluent. The content design is one aspect that most designers not really let's say study, and it's actually very very important in terms of what type of grammatical language to use on the tone and how it sounds when you are working in a label in a like with buttons, the type of text, if you why you should not use caps, or if you're using a passive tone, active voice, all of that. Like, go through Spectrum, go through Fluent, go through all these bigger um, established design systems out there and see what they have about content and how it's the reasoning behind it. Learning more about content design actually, I feel, has helped me to understand the type of um, grammar to use when creating content for different things in my design. So I also want to just put that out there. So, all right, Thanks for watching and hope you have a lovely day. See you in the next video. Bye.